Warning, the following stunts are done by trained professionals. Actually, we're not trained. Robbie is just a dumbass and decided to do a drunken fantasy football podcast. The thoughts, opinions, and takes are ours and ours only. It is not our fault if you lose in fantasy football or sports gambling. Viewer discretion is advised.
Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Rumboyz Robbie. Welcome to the one, the only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. I love our Friday night show, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure that you hit that like button. Make sure that you also give us a subscribe, comment in the live chat, but most importantly, spread the message, spread the word, all right? Share the content, all right? Our whole pirate theme, we're going to do a message in a bottle, all right? I want you to take that message, scribble on it, subscribe to Rumboyz, come check us out live tonight. I want you to take that message, take that note, we're going to shove it in that bottle, we're going to put a cork on it, and we're going to toss that motherfucker into the ocean, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's keep growing. I appreciate each and every one of you. We do got to go ahead and pay the bills. And speaking of paying the bills, look at my neck. You know it gives me chills. Shop to shop GLD. Get your GLD just like me. Represent your favorite NFL team, your favorite Marvel characters, your favorite NCAA, NBA, NHL, MLB, and much, much more. Hey, yo, take them to the yacht.
I'm out in Miami when I'm landing, got no understanding. Out of here, I'm burning, or turn me on, you can't understand. In the club, posted up, they lit up, no matter where I'm standing. Drop GLD for the Cuban link, yeah, you see it there. Might spaz out on some taller shit, no one zero tolerance. Money conversations ain't hard to relate, it's hollering. See my net, they acknowledge it, good friend, girl, where you're not.
And I also want to give a big shout out to Pros with Joe's Charity Leagues. As the pro, I am asking for one of you. I'm not going to say a Joe, but I do need a co-manager, okay? You can join the Pros with Joe's charity calls. I am representing the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention right here. Link down below in the description. I'm looking for a co-manager. Listen, taking on the likes of ESPN and NFL and Sirius and CBS and Yahoo, it's better when we're working together. We can save lives, which is what this is really all about. But on the back end for you, you get a Rumboyz swag bag, you help the great cause, and you get to be a co-manager. And if you win the championship, when we win the championship, you're going to get a ton of swag from Trophy Smack and so on and so forth. So jump in with Pros with Joe's if you're interested. Without further ado, we got to get into the cast and crew. A show is not a show without a team, okay? A sport's not a sport without a team. Stepping up first to the plate. Let's make sure hopefully he is unmuted this week. Stepping up first to the plate, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Drop the Mic FF.
Drop it like it's hot. 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 Let's go.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, also welcome to the show. Give it up for Jeff the Scout.
What's up, boys? How you guys doing?
What is good?
What's
What is
up?
good? Hey, but last, certainly not least, you love them, you hate them. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for TDS Taco.
I am Batman.
Gentlemen, it is Friday
What's
night.
that have to do with shit?
You can't be Batman because I'm Batman. You're my Robin. All right.
I am Batman.
My gosh.
All right, Superman.
Hey, like the Philadelphia Eagles, we're all Batman. We're all Batman. He's
am
Black Batman.
Miguelito.
He's sexy Batman. He's
I am
Batman.
Miguelito. My luchador name is Miguelito.
He's Luchador Batman. We got Tatted Batman.
We got Scout Batman.
Yeah, we all good. We all good. Fellas, y'all know how it goes. All right. Before we get into the football talk, it's a Friday night. It's been a really long week, gentlemen. All right. And especially with all the work that you gentlemen putting in and are about to put in, I think that you definitely deserve this Friday night brewski. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rum Boys and girls, what it do. Dilly dilly. Jeff took that shit quick as fuck. Tell me it's been a long week, Jeff, without telling me it's fucking been a long week. That man's arm came back from the camera so fast, he's like, Tyreek Hill.
My drink. I'm taking that, dog.
Yo, when we need an Olympic drinking team, I just say that we send our YouTube channel. What do you say, boys? What do you say?
Man, I'm even cool with the industry competition. Let's start there.
Right?
Oh!
That's called a whole week and called the Fans Football Expo.
Let's get
into the show. But before we do, we got Paige York. What is good? What's good? We got Lise. What's up? What's up? Hell no. Hell yeah. We got Daniel. Damn, Daniel. What's good? What's good? Karam. What is good? KM. Rick. What it do? What it do, pimpin'?
Karam, that's me on a normal Friday night. That don't need to be no Halloween.
Oh my gosh. Let's go ahead. Let's get into it, gentlemen. National Draft Weekend is right around the corner. For me, this is a pre-draft eve. I do have the Rumboyz Colorado Springs Invitational mañana. National Draft Weekend is around the corner. There are two notable wide receivers. You guys may have seen our cover athletes featured tonight. Wide receivers that are in the midst of some holdouts, namely Cowboys, CeeDee Lamb, Bengals, Jamar Chase. With the remaining drafts that you fellas have left, how are you approaching these players, and what are the chances that they suit up week one? There's starting to be a lot of talk that they may not suit up week one. I heard someone even make a comparison of this possibly for one of these receivers being a Michael Crabtree situation. Like,
I'm drafting Jamar Chase like normal. I don't think he's gonna hold out. I think he'll be back. I will say the only thing that concerns me about Chase is with him holding out like soft tissue, not being warmed up kind of stuff that in games. CeeDee Lamb a little bit scares me just because I could see CeeDee Lamb, and I don't blame him for doing this, saying, Jerry, you want to screw everyone over, or it's my turn to screw you over? So CeeDee Lamb, I still would pick him high. He's the only one that I would consider not drafting as high. Like, for instance, in redraft, I was probably going to take him or Hill 2-3. To me, I'm taking Hill. Like, I am for sure probably taking Hill over him now. But I'm still confident in both of them.
I mean, you got to be confident in them. I mean, they're both, top 5 guys, right?
Exactly.
Position.
I just think there's more of a chance that CD would hold out than Chase.
That situation is fucked, and I'll kind of get into and embellish a little bit more about that. Not embellish, but give y'all what I know. Jack.
For me, I'm drafting Chase like normal. I don't think Chase sits out at all. I think Chase, and I'm not saying TD's not, but Chase, he's like a big team player. He balled out there last year when Burrow got hurt. He took a lot on. Chase wants a contract. He kind of needs a contract. I get why he wants to do it now. Burrow got paid. He deserves it. But I think this is more of Chase just saying, hey, I want a contract, not like I'm going to hold out. Now, CD, I'm fading the shit out of CD because I believe CD will easily sit games. And it's for the same reason Mike said. Jerry is blatantly telling CD Lamb, I'm not paying you. They're not coming to the table. They're
Blatantly
not
telling
playing.
all of them.
Even Michael Parsons, bro. Like, if you're telling Michael Parsons you're not getting paid, sorry, CD, you definitely are getting paid. Because I guarantee you that team wants Micah more than they want you, even though you're a great player. So I'm fading CD. I probably wouldn't touch him. And even if CD does suit up and you do take CD, I'm concerned that this is going to be an issue until it is resolved, where I don't think it'll be an issue with Chase. Mentally, like emotionally, I think Chase will be fine. I think mentally, this will take CD out of his element dealing with his contract if it does suit up himself.
Taco.
So currently in Fantasy Pros ADP for PP or rankings for PPR, they have Chase at 4 and Lamb at 2. So if that's the case, I'm fading them. There's no way I'm taking them in the top 5. There's no way you're taking either one of them in the top 5 this year. I think that you have to realistically move up the 2 running backs, Bijan and Brees Hall, in non-superflex leagues into your top 5. I think Amon St. Brown takes a clear leap ahead of these guys. It's clear cut. If all are on the table, give me St. Brown. If you're telling me between Lamb and St. Brown, I'm taking St. Brown because I trust the Lions system. He's been in camp all year with golf. Now you're telling Lamb to just show up, produce, like everyone's saying, the soft tissue injuries. I don't know what conditioning you're coming in. You're having contract negotiation battles. I don't want to be in the middle of any of this. Get me the hell away from this. Now, when you go down and you're talking about Garrett Wilson, that's a guy that I would consider drafting over both these guys when we get to draft day and it's that close to the season and you're still hearing all of these words, I'm sorry. I'm not wasting my first pick on some dude that's going to throw a diva tantrum and I'm sitting back in the playoffs like, Dave, if you would have played at the beginning of the year or if you would have gotten warmed up, I'm sorry. It has to be at the point where I'm sitting there and like, damn, Puka Nacua or Jamar Chase. Damn, I don't really believe in Puka. I'll take that shot at Chase. That's where I'm feeling right now. I'm not really going. And again, we have another week and a half to see how it plays out because most people are drafting next weekend for your big money. So you still have a little bit more time. But if next weekend he still hasn't even shown up to camp, he's not, him and whatchamacallit aren't even rocking. I know that Higgins is playing for money too. Give me fucking T. Higgins all day long.
Hey, shout out to the women of fantasy football in their co-ed draft. Mm-hmm. I have a Burrow T. Higgins stack, and it's a single QB. And oh my gosh, like I'm loving how my team is turning out. I'm like, I might fuck around and whoop some ass up in this joint.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Club Fantasy. They're a great channel. Make sure you guys check them out. Big ups to them. They're the homies. I'm really pissed that these two chose to do this at this time, more namely CD. Because CD, how fucking dare you make me have to lead a show by talking about the Dallas Cowboys? With that being said, I do want to also talk about some comments that I do see here in the chat before I fully get into my take. Rick saying, I see Lamb being traded. That is puzzling. Just the thought process, wrapping my mind around that is puzzling. It's hot takey as hell. I just can't put it together. I don't see it happening. Jerry would be like, I don't think that Jerry is that. He's old and senile, but like, is he like that old and senile? Like, I mean,
they're just gonna if they were to trade him,
restock.
If they do trade him, I'm being joking when I say this. If they do trade him, they're gonna trade him like great organizations do, where you just trade him to other people in the division. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later.
It's too early in the show for me to want to break my foot off in your ass, and I'm not drunk yet. Ladies and gentlemen, would you believe that that's my fucking executive producer? Ladies and gentlemen, drop the mic, FF.
That was a perfectly timed counterpunch. Yeah.
I need to take that. Hold on. Just give me like 2 seconds. Hey! Duh! Hype!
Yeah, I'm popping a new one, baby.
All I'm gonna say about that comment before I drink is There was a year that the Raiders finished 4-0 in pre-season, and then they finished with 1 win the rest of the year.
Oh, great.
Ravens were undefeated in preseason for like 4 years in a row, and they didn't do anything with it.
Stop it. Stop it.
I'm about to start painting my nails like Caleb Williams. He keeps playing like this.
Look, my take surrounding that whole thing, like you guys said about Jamar, he's a team guy, so on and so forth. The Bengals, I feel like that they have the clearer path towards getting the deal done sooner rather than later. I'm not worried about Chase holding out at all. Hello, he did it his rookie year. So yeah, like he was like, no, like I'm not doing shit. Like I'm not doing anything. I'm not participating. People were wondering if he could even catch. He had the drop C issues once like he came back. So yeah, Jamar Chase, I'm completely confident. Chase, I still need to get that all white Bengals jersey. You dig? In regards to CD, I think this is a tumultuous situation. I think that CD is looking at this and he's like, oh, you're not going to pay Micah, bro? Oh, you're not going to pay Dak? Oh, I don't know who my quarterback is going to be next year. Oh, shit. Because we do have Dak and Dak is going to play out this year and he's going to play to showcase what he could do for a second team, we're not going to be losing games, which means that I'm probably not getting a pedigree quarterback. I'm not getting the fucking Chicago Bears situation where they're actually getting a quarterback that can walk in and get them above 500. Dallas is going to win games this year unless the chemistry completely falls all apart. If the chemistry falls completely apart, which is very well within the realm of possibilities with everyone dealing with these contract negotiations and that haven't been the focus on the offseason and them knowing that this is the last year, kind of just like, fuck it, Jerry ain't taking care of us, so why we need to take care of Jerry? I could see that as well. But should they go out there and win games because Dakota likes to play with a lot of pride? Well, fuck.
And Dakota's trying to make his money too.
Exactly. And Dakota's trying to make his money too. So I mean, you're gonna have to get wins. Irregardless. No matter how you slice this pie. So if I'm CD, I'm like, yo, fuck it. Like I'll hold out. I'll pull the Michael Crabtree.
I mean, they're in camp. I mean, their camp is an hour and 15 minutes away, hour and 20 minutes away from my front door. And there's talks how this is not good. I mean, they go to the casino that's 40 minutes where I grew up, and there's talks around everywhere that
Crumb, I feel like Dallas just because I say that they're going to win games does not mean that they still can't be last in that division. I think the division is going to be very, very.
I wanted to bring that up.
I don't, and honestly, I've always said that I think that it's the Giants that are going to be last in the division. And that's no hate. That's no dissing. Everyone knows I hate the Cowboys way more than the Giants. Sorry, Taco. You guys just don't do it for me. With that being said and stated, I do have it being Philly, Washington, Dallas, Giants at the bottom.
See, me and you flip 2 and 3, but I'm not saying that 2 and 3 are going to be super far apart, but I do think, sorry, Taco, that your team is the bottom, and I think it's not. I don't think it's close.
I'll be honest with you. Don't say sorry. I want the fucking worst record. Just fucking let us get a quarterback. Give me Shador. Give me someone. Just fucking bottom out.
Did you see that graphic?
Which one?
Did you see that graphic? The Shador. I think Football Forever posted it. The homies over at Football Forever posted it. Mike, you'll like it. You'll like they like shadowed out the back and like it's Shador, but like it accentuates like the ice underneath the pads. Like the detail was like for what we do as independent analysts, it was great. I want to move on to the next topic. Rick says, "Go Hawks." Okay.
Could you imagine neighbors with a good quarterback? Oh my god.
I want to get into the next topic. My team did something, and at first I thought that it was going to be the end of it, but then today we're hearing that there's more behind why it was done. Jahan Dotson and the Washington Commanders split ways yesterday via trade, sending him in a 5th to Philadelphia in exchange for a 3rd and 2 7th-round picks, which we flipped one of those 7ths for Cade York. The thoughts on the trade, thoughts on Dotson's future and his fantasy football outlook now in that new offense. And what about the new rumors that are coming out today that this was done so that they can offer an additional third for Ayuk? Taco, take it away. Take it away.
My God, dude, you just fucking put some shit in my drink right now with that one. You just spun my head around. You spun my head right, because that's a fucking great move. Because Jesus, I was like, damn, y'all got raped on that shit.
You can't say that word.
I said, excuse me. I'm sorry, it was bad. Y'all didn't do good on that trade. What happened here? It's a little sloppy over here. But if you know that it's the asset that you need in order to pull a deal like that across the finish line and solidify getting another kicker because, you use that 7th round pick to switch out your kicker, then it makes sense. Then it has real life implications where you can understand, yeah, this kid is more talented. Yeah, we probably gave up on him too early, but now we can bring in the big money receiver that we've been looking for to go next to Terry. And let's face it, it just seems like he wants to be there in Washington from everything that we've seen. He seems to want to be with his quarterback, and we know that the quarterback looks pretty good. So if you're able to get him one of his top flight or possible, receivers that could come in there and take him and that team to a potential another level over the next 2 or 3 years, because Ayuk is not an old receiver that you're trading for. Not like some of the other guys that we'll talk about later. He's a young receiver, which again makes it a lot more sense, especially with the quarterback having rapport. So I didn't like the move for Washington, but now I think, okay, now it's interesting. Now that makes sense. If they can pull that out, then they salvage this trade and it doesn't look as bad because they're going to have to give him the big contract. So it makes sense that, okay, you dealt Dotson for a little bit less of a pick, but you ended up having to give out a big contract, so it all washes itself out.
Honestly, I was shocked that we even got I thought it was going to be done after the trade. Okay, yeah, Mike's like, no, don't do it,
Don't go any further.
Okay. Jeff.
I was surprised about the trade, mainly just because you have a brand new rookie quarterback. Why are you giving away assets? I was also surprised that it went to a team that you are going to be competing against, and you just gave them more firepower. And Dotson can do a lot of different things, and he could be very interestingly used in Philadelphia. That was weird. I'm a little concerned, though, if you assume that third was going to get you Ayuk, why is that not done yet? If that's what was going to happen, why is that not done yet? And why is there not more dots connected yet? So that one, I'm a little if you don't end up getting Ayuk out of it, this could be really bad really quick. On the positive side, you can also use that pick. Let's say you missed out on Ayuk. I wouldn't be surprised somebody like Lockett is up for trade, and you could probably go out and get Lockett pretty easy, and that would be useful for Daniels as well. Now, as far as his fantasy outlook,
I think Ayuk definitely wants out, Rick. I think he definitely wants out, and I think that's why it's not done yet. Because now that you have to make the calls, it's only been 24 hours. It's only been 24 hours.
He definitely wants out. I think he wants out just because of the simple fact he said he wanted a contract 6 months ago, and they told him to go kick rocks. As far as the fantasy outlook, man, redraft. I think Dotson's got some, wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4 ability. If you have him in Dynasty, I would trade him away as fast as humanly possible because you have no idea. I mean, you have no idea what this is going to look like for Dotson in 2 or 3 years because the 2 receivers ahead of him are a lot better. There's a very slim chance he ever jumps Slim Reaper or AJ. So it's a bad situation in Dynasty.
And they're not in a bad position to still even deploy the rookies that they have over him either. So I mean, yeah, the Dotson situation. Then he wasn't having that great of a camp. That situation crazy. Mike.
All right. Taco, got a question for you. Because you are one of the you're one of the biggest fans of this other sport on this panel, so I will bring this up.
Mhm.
What happens towards the end of July in baseball because teams know that they can't keep guys when October gets here?
Oh, they start fucking making trades.
Okay. Also, it happens when you know you're going to get rid of someone, you can get something for it.
Yep.
There was rumors 24 hours. You're saying, oh, they got screwed over. You used the wrong word. Don't use it again. But they got screwed over in the trade, whatever. There was rumors 24 hours before the trade that they were going to cut Dotson. That Dotson was going to be a 53-man roster cut. For them to get what they got is a miracle. I will, on that note, I 100% agree with Jeff. Trading him to a division rival, I did not make sense. But when I saw that they flipped the 7th for York and all that, that's the only thing that makes it realistic. Do I think it's a problem they haven't traded for Ayuk yet? No. Do I think it's still in play? Yes, but I will say I don't think it happens. I think it stays the way it is. I agree about Dotson. He's not going to be better than Slim Reaper. He's not going to be better than AJB. The one player I do want to bring up about when it helps this trade, I am not bringing up because I want to save him for another segment. So I will bring him up later.
Thank you.
But overall, this trade is good for both teams. I just don't understand why you would do it. I do get the fact of why I don't understand why you would do it interdivisional, but for both teams outside of that scope, it makes complete sense.
Look, for me, hold on. You're good. No, hey, I love you. Yes, and yes, we love controversy. We love controversy.
Robbie is controversy.
Yeah.
Ay, Dios.
It's the truth. Like, it's the truth, honestly. The fact that I'm invited in some of the rooms that I am invited in, but then when I get looked at when I walk in some of the rooms that I've been invited in, like around like the industry, it's people know. Like,
No
you're
comment.
the black guy that curses and drinks.
No, you're the guy who calls people big pimping on the street and then makes them look at 5 white guys first.
Yo, that shit was funny. I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't. I almost died.
I know.
No, it was not funny.
But no, in regards to the trade, me as a Washington fan couldn't wait to come on and talk about this topic. With him having a bad camp, kind of subpar performance last year, rookie year was pretty good. He showed some flashes last year, but like it wasn't enough. Let's just be honest. It wasn't consistent for what you're expecting out of that pick. With that being said, and with that being stated, I was completely fine with the split. We do know that there is a underlying tone within the building that we want the Rivera era gone, pretty much at any and all cost. Do I think that may have played into it a little bit? Yes. Do I think that because Peters and Roseman as, front office guys have always, kind of been close, have always been friends or boys, outside of the NFL and such. Yeah, you're gonna will and deal that, probably with your boy, despite the whole interdivision shit. At some point, you do have to step from behind the X's and O's and the stuff that we look at, and we have to remember these rich motherfuckers are friends. Okay, so like they're gonna do and like have like their conversations and do their things like completely different. You gotta like kind of think like a businessman as well. As much as we're looking at it from the sports fan side of it, you have to think about that side as well. So that's why I wasn't surprised about it being in our division. I'm like, duh, like you two fucking love each other. You're two of the greatest GMs across the league. Like one built San Fran and the other's just been building Philly like forever, With that being said, with that being stated, we needed a kicker. So flipping the 7th, after losing McManus because of his situation, we needed a kicker. Cade York, probably not the greatest option, but fuck it. It was on the market. It was available. Take what we can get. in regards to this IU conversation that's been restirred up over the last 24 hours, the source that it is coming from is actually a reliable source. At first I had to, hop in those Insta DMs, kind of figure out like, okay, like, are we really talking about, like, is this really, really going to be a thing? So on and so forth. Like, no, hey, like it's re-amping back up. It's real. So with that being said and stated, if we did that, and to me, I don't think that we took a loss. I don't think that they gained really much of anything. If we end up flipping it for IU, well, then it automatically becomes like, yeah, we won that fucking trade, like, right out the gate. Enjoyed the Terry McLaurin hype that everyone's having right now across social media. I'm seeing everyone, Terry McLaurin to the moon, Terry McLaurin to the moon. Terry McLaurin's still going to give you 1,000. But what's going to happen with Ayuk in the fold becomes convoluted. It's a cornucopia of just fucked up shit. Like, I don't think you're going to get 1A like back-to-back weeks. Like, it's going to, like, one's going to be like consistent for like 3 weeks straight, then the other's going to be like consistent for like 2, then it's going to be 1-1. It's going to be a pain.
It's going to be Tevin Coleman, Freeman on the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, basically. Are y'all ready for this one?
Oh, no,
This topic. No. Like, this topic, I'm legitimately thoroughly interested, just from the pure football enthusiast standpoint.
Oh, I think I know which one it is.
How, like, me, I've played, every level as high up as I can go, right? With what I was given in life. So I kind of get certain aspects of this. U.S. flag football QB Daryl Duchette, I think that's how you say it, went viral this week, stating he thinks he's a better QB than Patrick Mahomes due to his IQ of the flag football game. Clips of Daryl and his team have begun going viral following his statements. The dude is dropping dimes. Like, the dude can ball. All right. Many football enthusiasts are understanding where Daryl's coming from, stating that flag is a different game than tackle. What are you guys' thoughts? Should NFL athletes be able to represent the U.S. on the U.S. flag football team? Mike, I think you start this one. Yes, you do.
Yeah. So I could spend an hour on this conversation, not just on the QB situation, but just the overall juxtaposition of this. Yes, flag is way different. I'll start off by saying I have absolutely no problem him saying this. Do I completely agree with him? Absolutely not. But I have no problem in the confidence of him coming out and saying, like any player, if someone's going to come out and not act like they're the best player, I don't want them on my goddamn team. I don't want them on my team.
And isn't it just the most American thing to do too, though? Like, that. I want this guy representing America. Like,
I don't want him on my
team. You're
team.
better than that guy, a Super Bowl champion.
Okay, so I'm just going to keep it nice and simple there. But Robbie, I know how you like you like us to be on the edge sometimes when it comes to certain things. We like to be bold as a show. I don't want NFL players on that damn team.
I'm in agreement with you.
I do not want NFL players on that team.
The Olympics are in August. How the fuck is it even going to happen?
Well, for multiple reasons. Here's the reason. Here's another reason. You put NBA players on that court right now. There's other players. We would have the only team with NFL players.
Exactly.
We would have the only team. Like, this is worse than the 92 Olympic Dream Team. This is like 19. This would be like 1978 basketball. This would be like 82 basketball, having Jordan Bird and freaking Magic as rookies going against freaking a Germany team with all people whose grandparents were from like the 1950s. Like, no, it's not. We're 40. It's not going to be fun. Like, is it going to be fun to see Mahomes throw it to Hill or whoever? Yeah, it'd be cool, whatever. and he'll probably be retired by then. So if you want retired players, I'm okay.
Retired, I'm okay with.
I'm okay with.
Because
But
Ocho Cinco played on the same team as Daryl before.
Yeah, like I'm okay with if Ocho Cinco wants to be an Olympian and play with Homeboy or what. Okay, fine. But no, until this game is purely goal global, and then you want to stretch it out, then fine. Until players in Brazil are in the NFL because there's games once a year in Brazil or Germany or whatever.
Sam Reyes has entered the chat.
Okay, Sam Reyes. I mean, I can't even say the guy's name, so I won't say it. But the guy on the Chiefs who's kicking kickoffs because he's a rugby player. I absolutely love it. But it's not global enough for flag football for me to enjoy it as an Olympic sport, even though it's 3 hours away from my house right now in 2028. I still don't want Americans on that team that play in the NFL. I'm done. Go, Jeff.
I love it. Fuck yeah. Clip farm the shit out of it. Clip farm the shit out of it.
As far as what he said, like, you know, I got to give him credit for, you know, you're calling out the best quarterback in the game right now, telling him that he's not as good as you at this sport. I give him credit for that. Flag is different than tackle, sure. I'm not mad at him for it. Like, go ahead, man. You know, I mean, all it's doing right now is giving you guys more hype. This team is good. They do win trophies. Like, the U.S. flag football team is not bad. Like, I mean, go look up this team. Like, they do really well. So when we talk about that, I'm not mad about that, whatever. I don't want NFL players on the team for three major reasons. First of all, you're about to have an 18-game season, and you're telling me that now this player who just got done in the playoffs is going to start training with a flag football team through the entire offseason to go into the Olympics in August during preseason and training camp and then show up week one. I'm going to tell you that there is no way.
Your body mechanics wise doesn't even move the same in flag. Your body, you can't. Your hip movements are completely different.
There's no way these players are going to stay healthy. I think that's a big concern. Two is contracts. If you allow these players to go and like the NBA already knows there's a Team USA. We're already aware of that. Not a big deal. NFL contracts are a shit ton different, and the wording is very weird. I mean, Drew Brees had one where he couldn't ride an ATV. That was in his contract. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, their contracts are a lot different. So now
he wrote Josh Norman's contract, and they said, "Don't you jump over bulls ever again."
Remember, they put it in Big Ben's contract that he's no longer allowed to ride a motorcycle after he skidded on the freeway.
Yep.
So I think there's going to be contract situations because I guarantee you somewhere in that big ass contract that you signed, you know, Jalen Hurts, I guarantee you somewhere in there is a line that says you can't play outside of the NFL.
Oh my gosh.
Guarantee you there is something in there. That's one of them.
As someone with a lot of flag experience, dog, like don't get me wrong, Mahomes as a flag player, like would be great, but Jalen Hurts as my QB and flag.
I was just throwing out a random guy with a contract. That's all it was. And third, what I would like to see is what should be on this team. The college players. Put college players on this team. Let some of these college players who aren't going to go out and be a high draft pick, let them go out.
There's already professional flags, so why not put the professional flag team out there?
Well, I'm saying give the college guys give the college guys a chance, not the NFL guys, is what I was saying. Like, no NFL guys, give the college guys a chance. I think that would grow the college game, which then grows the NFL. And if you can't figure that out, I'm sorry for you.
I feel like there would have to be something how, like, you know, going back to like the dream team where it's like, okay, like Christian Leitner, like, fuck it, like you're on, you know, like
Cooper Flag.
Yeah, like it should like maybe only be like, you know, 2 players at best. But I feel like they should probably be like freshmen, like no draft prospects, no one that's gunning, that's really gunning for it. I think that it should be an opportunity, you know, for the guys that actually fucking do. Like I I have friends here in Colorado. We have great flag programs here, you know, and yeah, like I don't know. You got to kind of keep it fair. Like to Mike's point, Taco, how do you feel? You want to put a boot up their ass because that's the old American way?
I fucking love it.
I knew he was. Of course he does.
I love it. Cause like I'm sitting here and I'm going through Twitter. I'm looking at some of his highlights and like what he said is true. It's like like for an NFL player to assume that they're just gonna come over and dominate in a sport. Well, that's very similar, but not the same. I think Robbie was alluding to the motions and the movements and the way these guys are moving and coordinating and spinning that they've naturally practiced. And, it's what we do around here. You know what I mean?
God damn it. Keep face Taco, go.
But at the end of the day, I think that it's a very interesting conversation to have. And I think we finally found our solution to what the fuck to do in the Pro Bowl. Get rid of the Pro Bowl, put the U.S. Olympic flag football team versus some guys that want to go over
the NFL flag team against like an NFL.
Yeah. I mean, why not? They have to get ready for the Olympics anyway.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be entertaining.
That would actually be the first time that we'd be entertained by the fucking Pro Bowl. Like, let's do something like that.
Hey,
Well,
you know what?
One,
It'll grow the game of flag football before.
Chat, bro. 90s kids enter the chat. I know that you're older than me, but come on. Did the Dale Green days when the Pro Bowl was in Hawaii? That shit was lit. That shit was lit.
Oh,
the second it
back
left
when
Hawaii,
Sean Taylor was killing people.
Everybody stopped caring too across all these leagues in the All-Star game. Nobody like NBA All-Star game fourth quarters and dunk contest used to be lit. Then nobody goes to dunk contest but Nate Robinson and fucking Obi Toppin and
all the NBA dunk contest is for bodies to flock to one place.
But back in the day, we had Jordan and Neek and Jay, and you know what I mean? It's a transition. And I think that the NFL could transition themselves into something that can grow the sport globally, which is that flag football concept. And then two, you can then create something to cross promote it. I don't think that, everything that you've seen for football outside of normal football hours has failed. But maybe you create a flag league for the spring, so this way you can get people interested.
Really quick. I do just want to put this out there. Like actual like padded football. It's you do have European teams, you do have international teams. I do want to make sure I put that out there. You believe it or not, we have bases overseas, guys. And I used to do one of the summer camps when I was at Aviano, with the high school. Like it's getting there, so I do just want to put that out there. Need I remind you that in U20 Japan whooped their fucking ass in pads.
Yeah.
No, stop. It is an example. It is still a concrete.
No, I know, but it's the exact opposite. It's the exact thing that we're saying the other way.
Do you know how many NFL players played on that are in the league now that have played on that USA U20 team? So the sport is becoming globalized, and the concepts of the schemes, so on and so forth, are becoming globalized. So I do want to make sure that we give credit to the folks overseas doing the dirty work, helping expand the game with boots on the ground. I really said that in such a fucking military way, Jeff. I'm like looking right at you. I can't believe I just did that. Like I just
wow. I guess the other one that we haven't touched on yet is, we see it happen in soccer. But how are these guys going to play qualification games during the NFL season? What are you going to let Jamar Chase go for 2 weeks to go play a qualification?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like no, it can't. There's no way that it can involve like active NFL players. But I'm all for us putting out like our best of our best flag football teams. I encourage everyone to go check out USA Flag on whatever your favorite social media platform is, whatever it is that you're using. They post some really good highlights. They've been posting a lot of really good highlights. There's this one quarterback, like big, huge, husky dude. Like homie got like 3-4 guts. but the dude can move. He's Tyson Fury as a fucking quarterback, like the way how elusive he is, and dude just drops dimes. Like flag is just a completely different game. Coming from someone that hell, shout the homie Jarrett Smith. He was good enough to make it to the Chiefs and Seattle Seahawks practice squad, played in some NFL preseason games. I'm a better flag football player than him. He will fuck me up in some pads. I'm not gonna lie.
It
But
sounds like it's happened.
we're not gonna talk about that.
Sounds like someone's a little emotional right now.
Shout out to my time playing for the Flames. I've gone heads up with a couple of different guys that have been on that outside the NFL bubble, and
I
yes,
know. It's just
absolutely
your voice crashed.
He fucking jammed me in practice, and I fucking went that way. And I was supposed to go that way. I flew, But no, like I mean, it's a completely different game. The schematics are completely different. The way that you have the way that your body has to move. So respect to USA flag. Respect to what's about to be put out there for us. It is a different type of game. I do believe that in 2028 it is going to be must-see TV, but I'm also a football nerd. Like, Mike is probably reacting to some fucking high school game right now. Like, we're football nerds. Like so we're going to be engaged in that. We're going to be looking at that.
Number 7 in the country was trying to ice the game and ended up going for a 70-yard touchdown instead of icing the game with a run.
Just take it. Gosh.
2:56 left, and now they're up by 10.
Football's back, and I love it. Fast Freddy, yo. Wait, who's Fast Freddy? Is that the big dude that I said to look up?
Probably.
I don't know his name, but homie is nice. Like homie's nice. I'll have to share his clips on X. We are gonna get into halftime right now, a little bit early-ish, because I want to afford you guys in the chat about a quick break to refill your drinks and share the content. The reason why I say share the content is because on the other side, we are getting into ADP riders and fallers. We do have a couple of more debates coming at you guys. So strap in, stay tuned, refill your cups, take a bathroom break, smoke some, share the content. Cheers to me, cheers to you all the Rumboyz and girls. What to do? We'll be back from a couple of music videos and a word from our sponsors.
Hey, bro. Yeah. When is this going to kick in? When's what going to kick in?
Hop out in Miami when no land, ain't got no understanding. Out of here, I'm burning, or turn me up, you can't understand it. In the club, posted up, they lit up, no matter where I'm standing. Drop CLD for the Cuban link, yeah, you see it there. Might spaz out on some taller shit, no one zero tolerance. Money conversations ain't hard to relate, it's hollering. See my net, they acknowledge it, good friend, girl, when you're not.
Slide with my niggas, round with the stick. Woo, ooh, ooh. You know I ride for my niggas, slide with my niggas, ride with the stick. Really with the shit. Going drug shopping, probably pull up with your bitch. Go upside your head about a nigga like this. I said we get so high, live so crazy. Asking me what I've been doing, getting money, baby. It's Louisiana, feel like cash money, baby. Keep two middle fingers up as fuck, you pay me. Get into the loop, turn that bitch a paratrooper, jumping off the roof. She gon' snort the tooth, she gon' smoke the booth. She don't give a damn about me or about you. Say that you a man, surfing, shawty playing. Skiing, dancing, sand, shawty, she ain't never land. We ain't holding on the hose, let some go and let it go. Hop inside my spaceship and take it to the moon. You know I ride for my niggas, slide with my niggas, ride with the stick, really with the shit. Going drug shopping, probably pull up with your bitch. Go upside your head about a nigga like this. I said we get so high, live so crazy. Asking me what I've been doing, getting money, baby. It's Louisiana, feel like cash money, baby. Keep two middle fingers up as fuck, you pay me.
Man, I walk up in the room, no, I'm the man, y'all cease to talk. My movement's elegant, effortless just like a boss. Invested so much in myself, no cap with what I cost. Do what the fuck I want, no practice, life is my only one. Blowing on my phone, always asking me what's the move. Get a bag, hit a jump, smoking weed and hit the snoop. If you're not with the gang, I really cannot fuck with you, bro, because you minding every business, someone's paying you.
You know I ride for my niggas, slide with my niggas, ride with the stick, really with the shit. Going drug shopping, probably pull up with your bitch. Go upside your head about a nigga like this. I said we get so high, live so crazy. Asking me what I've been doing, getting money, baby. It's Louisiana, feel like cash money, baby. Keep two middle fingers up as fuck, you pay me.
You're welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the one and only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Thank you all for during the break sharing the content. We greatly appreciate you. Look, y'all see this plaque back here? Wouldn't it be nice if behind myself, behind Mike, behind Jeff, behind Taco, the rest of our crew members, J Love, Raj, Gator, David, you know, the list goes on and on. If all these guys that when you saw them come on camera, they had a silver fucking play button for doing fantasy football, for providing NFL hottest takes on a Friday night. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be going back to 6 days a week as soon as the season kicks off. All right. Taco, if you don't show up with tacos on the first play-by-play broadcast, we need to change your name. Okay?
Party pack style.
Dog, a Costco party pack is so fucking fire. Like,
There's a Costco party pack?
Dog, yes. And it
I
comes
do
with
the Taco Bell party pack with the Doritos Locos Supreme.
You gotta come with like real tacos. You gotta come with like legit tacos. Like,
man, listen, the Doritos Loco Supreme is muy bueno.
He's not from Cali.
We only have fucking 2,000 some odd subscribers, okay? We don't have health insurance as a YouTube channel yet. You can't be fucking shitting your brains out. We're going
Oh
back.
my God, it's so good.
Can't be having this, man.
I
Shit.
love it.
Feel free
I
to get
love the
all
Taco Bell because it's so delicious.
someone
Taco
delivered to
Bell.
me. Yep. Taco just needs a Taco Silver YouTube award. Yo, I will ask them if you guys get us to that point. I will have them etch a taco next to his name on his award.
And I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I've been taco for 24 years. You know what I mean?
Hey,
It's a lifetime achievement award.
lifetime achievement award. Oh my gosh. Slow down there, Prince. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the rum boys and girls, what it do. Dilly dilly. Hey, at least I referenced you as a goat, though. I said Prince. Like I could have said some like whack artist or something that's like not goated, you know?
Yeah.
How did Drake say it?
Vanilla.
What's a prince to a king?
He got body
Vanilla
type.
of fantasy football.
Listen, I think Charlemagne said, or no, Joe Button said it best. He got bodied into another genre.
Genre, exactly. Yo, Mike said he's a Milli Vanilli of fantasy football. I'm dead. Let's go ahead. I want to get into ADP risers and fallers. This is a very, very important segment.
Taco goes
we-
first.
We
No, I went
it was
first last
already
time.
fucking no. It was already nominated in the group chat.
Like, I said this.
Taco beat you to that one.
Yeah, but I went first last time.
Yeah, but
that doesn't matter.
That's
I
fine.
called Shoddy. I called Shoddy.
Yeah, that's fine because, like Jeff knows, I have more in the tank. Taco's gonna run out after by the time me and Jeff are done.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
let's go, baby. I'm deep, baby. I'm deep.
You gonna let your coworker
Pause. No Diddy.
Oh
no
yeah, pause for real.
No Diddy. No Diddy.
We are going to get into ADP risers and fallers. Feel free to during this segment. It's a Friday night. I'm not trying to make y'all take notes or anything, but it is important information for you guys to have heading into this weekend, pre-draft holiday, and then next weekend, which is the official draft holiday. So Mike, I'm gonna let you go ahead and kick us off.
All right. So, Jeff, do you want me to use the one or do you want to use it?
You can take that.
No, if you want it, you can have it. I'm just asking.
Are y'all
Yeah,
fucking
I'll
Yours.
what the fuck? When did
Nobody
y'all
else
become
is.
fucking butt brothers?
Well, we talked about it pre-show.
We were talking about it pregame.
Go ahead.
All right. So, one of the ones that I'm going to say is a faller. I'll use it. One of the ones that I think is a faller, partly because of what happened at quarterback, having a perennial backup who Robbie doesn't like, and I've circled the wagons for 3 games, and we'll hear about it for the rest of my life. So I'm just going to say it now. Sam Darnold is not going to be able to sustain multiple wide receivers.
Fuck no.
ADP down on Jordan Addison. It's already starting to fall. I think by the time next week gets here, it's going to fall even more. I am off on Jordan Addison now. I'm even trying to sell him in a league that someone actually wants him. So I am trying to get rid of him in a dynasty league. When another, are we just doing one each or 2?
You have to give one riser, one faller is the end of the game.
That's fine. I have another faller that I will use at the very end if no one uses it.
So you can get 2.
I'm just saying I'll bring up another one if you don't.
No, you don't get 2 fallers and 2 risers. You get 1 riser, 1 faller, Taco.
God damn it, Taco! I'm about to wring his neck.
Stop it! I'll call HR myself.
By the end of the draft season, another ADP riser who is a stud, was a stud, injured, whatever you want to call it. I think he's going way too low. The hype is going to build back up. Somebody on his team got brought up earlier, but I know, I'm just going to say it. By the end of the draft season, Cooper Kupp is not going to be a fourth or fifth round pick. He's going to be a
No.
third round pick.
He shouldn't even be there. And I said that on the Los Angeles Rams episode of Fantasy Football Friendly. If you guys haven't checked that out, definitely recommend you check that out.
I heard it.
Yeah, like it's completely bullshit the way that Kupp is being taken and being handled right now. Given the ADP drop in Puka Nacua per sleeper. Yes, I completely 100% ride with that take, Mike. And you guys need to stop disrespecting someone that was a triple crown receiver just because of the injury. Guys, we're football players. We get injured all the time. I'm sorry to tell you. Like, how many times I've gone out there half-ass fucking healthy? Like, come on. So, like, let's knock off the bullshit. Jeff.
All right, so I'll go with my riser first. And, Taco likes to go deep, and so does this person.
No, did he?
It's Bo Nix. Bo Nix is flying up some boards right now.
You took mine, you fucker!
I drafted him. What are you guys talking about? Like, you guys took all my guys. You're like, damn, Taco took him early.
Go ahead. Spin your games off your shit.
Nix is flying up boards. When we were everybody was first drafting back in like June, stuff like that. Nix was barely, making it onto people's teams. And now Nix is in the 5 to 6 round range. Some guys may even go higher. Looks like Peyton's going to unlock him. He's got the weapons to do it. That backfield's a mess. So Nix is going to be dropping some bombs. My faller is a faller for a couple reasons. He wasn't super high to begin with, but I think he's going to be even lower. We've got issues at quarterback. We've got issues at receiver. We've got issues on the offensive line. It's Zamir White from Las Vegas.
What? I like Zamir. I like Zamir because of the adversity.
I think Madison, even though he's not an RB1 to me, is going to cut into some of these carries. I don't like Madison that much. Zamir's not showing me a whole lot. And there's too much going on with this team for me to think that they're going to be running the ball a whole lot. So I've got Zamir White falling. He like I said, he wasn't high in the first place, but I've got Zamir White. Now probably he's going to be somebody you take it in the last like.
Don't ever like that's the instant reaction as soon as you say Alexander Madison's name on this channel. Like, don't get me wrong. Like Madison.
I'd rather have Taco at running back.
You know what's fucked up is like, so there are certain players that were like, hey, that player's a Rumboy because like we interviewed him and shit like back in in 2019. Shout out NFLPA. But Madison was so cool. He was a nice guy.
So is Drew Lock. Doesn't mean he's a good player.
Oh God.
Yeah. Like, so like it's weird whenever I have to like talk about like players like I know, and like early in my career, like I gotten backlash for it, but at the end of the day, it's fucking comes with the territory. But goddamn, don't do that again, man. I don't even know. Can I even say his name? No, we're not even gonna do that because I'm gonna throw up. Taco, please. But whatever you do, don't do that. But don't say Taco. Don't make me throw up.
All right, so I guess I'm gonna go with my faller, and I would say like the momentum now is starting to build to where I can see pretty much a consensus across probably a lot of people, at least who are following. Anthony Richardson is starting to, in my opinion, drop down some boards. I think you can pretty confidently.
What? Where? I want that. All right. I want that to happen.
He's saying
this is what I'm saying. Like it hasn't happened yet. But this is what I expect as we go into draft weekend. As we go in, like I'm forecasting here instead of because of what we're seeing in preseason, what we're seeing in camp, what we're hearing from the Bengals, the aspect of his inaccuracy throwing the ball, coupled with him only being a rushing quarterback, put back with the fact that you got your boy like Barry pushing now a guy like Kyler Murray, who in my opinion I would rather have than Richardson this year because of the fact he's he's a much better passer. And then he has a rushing component. You add Marvin Harrison Jr. to the mix. I like his supporting cast, and I like his ability right now better than Richardson, and you're getting him at a value. So I could see them flip-flopping as draft season really starts to take hold, because I just can't see how a guy like Richardson, who's done it for 3 games, is now all of a sudden it's the NFL. This isn't Madden.
Well,
Madden, Richardson is the guy. In real life, is he accurate enough to deliver the ball and maintain his confidence throughout the season? Right now, this is what you have to look at when you're looking at a guy. Can you be confident all year in your skills and your ability to deliver
only
the ball?
3 games. Yeah. Damn.
And you're a rushing first quarterback? Like, you know what I mean? They're saying he's throwing to spots. Like, he's accurate at spots. Like, you missed last season. How much college did you have? Like, are you ready yet to start the season? Like, you're drafting him at a certain point where he's drafting at 47. I think his range is. You look at guys around him just in rankings: Jacobs, McBride, T. Higgins, Mixon, Stroud. All these guys, you got to say you'd feel more comfortable this way with the way things are trending. And that's why I say I see him as being a faller as we get into real draft season, as people put their money on the line. I wouldn't put my money on a guy like this, because this is when you are going to war, you need bodies. And if you ain't on the field, I can't win. So that's the thing with Richardson, that it's just all around. I feel like he's coming down.
Now, Taco, if you would have watched him play in college, you'd have that exact response right now, because in college, he showed he was pretty inept actual quarterback. So everything you're saying right now is what we all saw in college, and the Colts just didn't care.
And this is why when I spend my time, I don't necessarily watch the college, but like people like this, I follow. And as the season progresses and you see the talk and you see the play and you see the preseason pull out, I would say for the ADP he's at, he should be a faller, because you shouldn't be taking him there. So we're going to give you the forecast of let your other friends take him there and you do the smart thing and take someone else, because he ain't worth it.
What Jeff's saying is if you would have paid attention. What Jeff's saying is if you would have paid attention a year and a half ago, you would have already had this opinion.
You already had this take.
I think that opinion doesn't matter relative to ADP and ranking.
I get you, Taco. I get you. Really quick, if you guys want to know how I felt about Anthony Richardson, check out the Indianapolis Colts episode of Fantasy Football Friendly.
If you want to know how I feel, go check out my article.
Fucking bars, bitch.
Let's go. Now, who's your riser, boy?
All right. So my riser, again, I'm gonna do it the same way that I did the first one. I'm not necessarily going off the data now, but I go once people are gonna put their money online, they're gonna see the real ADP rises when we get in these draft rooms. And that's Isaiah fucking Pacheco. What the hell is going on with y'all people? He's ranked 33.
Third fucking all right,
bro. What the fuck is wrong with y'all people?
Third round,
y'all are smoking. ETN should never be considered to be like this dude. This dude is gonna ball the fuck out, and Patrick Mahomes throws him the ball. He runs the ball. The only thing I worry about is he gonna maintain his health, because he ain't got nobody that I'm really worried about taking his job. My man is gonna eat. He's gonna feast. And guess what? This is a team that runs the ball. And personally love him this year.
Taco is standing on business with this one.
Yeah.
In the mental health awareness league, which in that league alone, like we raise a solid $300 every year. Everyone buys in at 25. So shout out to you, gentlemen. Thank you. Jeff, aren't you in that? Yeah, Jeff is in that one. Taco literally picked Pacheco 3.6 on a third round reversal. Like in a league that had a third round reversal. ETN ended up going into the fourth. So hey, kudos to you for really sticking to your guns. And I appreciate honestly that you did that, because I'm seeing Pacheco honestly go all over the fucking place. And I think that people get too enamored with the Kansas City Chiefs passing abilities and passing game that they forget that this little angry toddler, he still run like a toddler that stole something, motherfuckers in the back.
Mahomes is a fucking great quarterback who understands if you use the running game, you're gonna get more lanes to throw in.
Really quick, hey, Rick, hell yeah, vets. Hey, you already know. Hey, shout out to Rick. He's running the vets only. Him and Jeff, they holding it the fuck down. So IDP included Dynasty. We gonna be drafting there. We'll probably have to get on an episode, just me and you, Jeff, and we'll get Rick on and we'll chop up game about how that draft went. Mike, what was you about to say, bro?
All right, so Taco, I am not discrediting anything you're saying about Pacheco being the bomb. I'm not discrediting.
Let's go, Mike.
Hold on, I'm not discrediting it at all. But I do have, even as a Chiefs fan, I have two concerns, two things to say. One, he runs so freaking hard like a freaking Tasmanian devil that I'm afraid he's gonna get dinged up. Two, I think you are incorrect in saying there is no one behind him. Okay? And I'm going to set up somebody on this panel in a second. You got generic Prince right behind him because there's rumors, you weren't listening. There's rumors that CEH might not even make the goddamn team.
Yeah.
And the only reason you would say there's rumors about CEH not making the team is if
generic Prince is in that
No, not generic Prince. Carson freaking Steele is going to be the RB3 and knock CEH out of rotation. Let's go, KC, baby! Keep bringing the studs in. Let's go. Just revamp the room.
Like, I love Pacheco from last year. Like, honestly, here's how crazy I am. I would rather have Pacheco this season than Jahmyr Gibbs.
No. Oh, you're crazy on that one.
Whoa.
Here's my point.
I think Montgomery is still going to be a bigger cut than y'all think.
Taco, here's my point.
Take a drink, Taco, take a drink.
I like Pacheco. Here's the point. It's not Pacheco that I wanted to. It's Pacheco's not the reason I wanted to bring that up. You brought it up with me. CEH needs to get out of town and get out of the United States of America. He does not belong on the football
and
field.
Jeff starts fucking drinking. I give Taco penalty shots and Jeff starts fucking taking Taco's penalty shots.
He lives in Vegas, doesn't he?
What the fuck? Give me a second. I'm gonna get my take. 3, 2.
I need your take.
Let me give. So my riser could have gone multiple different ways. It was really split for me between giving love to my community, the wide receiver community, but I feel like I overkill on that. But I'm going to pivot to someone that still is a pass catcher. And we're going to show love to the tight ends on this segment really quick here.
I thought you were going to go Washington.
No. I had to get away from. I've talked so much about receivers and like everyone just knows me. Someone literally DM'd me and they were like, "Can I book you for a show?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." They're like, "Yeah, I needed a wide receiver specialist." I was like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "I can do other things."
Specialist.
Yeah, I was like, "I can do other things, bro." Like, I promise.
That's like
I run the full tree, coach.
That's like someone telling Coop, "Hey, I want you on as a tight. I want you for a tight end show." Of course, they're gonna use you as a wide receiver and Coop as a tight end.
I know, but I was like, damn.
That's like you calling JJ Zachariason and saying, "Can you be on the QB show? Your show's called Late Round QB." Like, come on, dude.
That's like calling me for a taco show.
Shut the fuck up. You said something dumb that I didn't like. My riser, though, look, I know that he dealt with injuries last year, and I talked about him on an episode recently, and I do personally feel like I have to bring him up again because I don't think that episode on that team got enough eyes. That is Baltimore Ravens tight end Mark Andrews. I am not okay as someone that typically enjoys tight end late and I've been enjoying getting some of these tight ends on discount. My Kittles, my Schultz shares, my Freiermuth shares, so on and so forth. Mark Andrews going in the fucking 5th round and people literally being willing to take Kincaid or McBride over him right now. I think that McBride talk has just gone out the roof. Let's keep in mind that Dalton Kincaid, like I said on the Buffalo Bills episode, really only shined without Dawson Knox in the mix. Clearly, we saw last year that there is still a connection. They still have Fort fucking Knox around for a reason, okay? I don't think that it's just veteran presence. I think that Allen was like, no, like, I need you to keep Dawson's Creek here, please. Like, straight up, I could see Dalton Kincaid, who ended as tight end 11 last year, maybe even ending as like tight end 15, tight end 18, because of that 2 tight end set. Splitting, being in a committee where at that position to where the other guy is just as sure-handed as you are is fucking crazy. Let me just break it down for you really quick. When Knox was on the bench because of the injury, Kincaid averaged 7.4 targets, 6.2 catches, 56.2 receiving yards per game. And he only had 2 touchdowns last year. That was the only time that he got his fucking 2 touchdowns. Do you know who was eating prior to that? It was all Knox getting fed. All Knox. And if you don't believe me, and if you don't believe those numbers, then you can go back and watch the film for yourself. $4.99, you can go take an NFL Plus subscription. NFL Plus, that's not an ad.
Damn, why you gotta be so harsh?
So I
Factual.
do. It's factual. It's factual. I do have Mark Andrews being a riser. Because as the same formula that I just explained about Kincaid and what is going to happen with a very heavy set 12 personnel system is the same thing that's going to happen in that Baltimore Ravens offense with Mark Andrews on the field. Zay Flowers had his production when Mark Andrews wasn't on the field, and that's what made Zay Flowers last year for you.
What do you think his floor is ranked?
I think that Zay could finish same. I don't mind Zay being a 6th-round pick. That's where
I'm saying what do you think the floor is for Andrews? Like, what do you think the lowest he finishes?
I think he finishes fucking tight end 5 this year, like straight up. Like honestly.
No, I think it can be higher. I'm saying 5.
I think
what I'm saying is 5
higher. I think he can be higher.
You're saying 5 is the floor.
Wait, 5 is the floor. Like 5 is the floor. Like straight up.
That's what I was asking.
And you're fucking out here taking tight end 11 over someone whose floor is tight end 5. Eat me from the back. Fuck you.
Andrews. Andrew scares me a little bit, man. He's been injured the last couple of years. That's the part that what? All tight ends get injured. No Diddy,
bro. Yeah. Like got him. Like exactly, Rick. Like. And I understand that, but they act like injury cannot happen in youth. Listen, there is no specific study that points to because a player is younger that there's a less risk of them getting hurt. Sorry to tell y'all, this is fucking football. We all have equal. The fantasy football is the one competitive kind of gambling betting thing that like we all have an equal fucking playing field. Just because you walk away from your draft and you're like, oh, I don't like how my draft went, or like people are roasting your draft. I have been the guy that people have roasted in a draft, and it's like, well, I'm now wearing a fresh pair of J's on my fucking feet that I bought with y'all's money, and I walk around the office like, look at what y'all just bought. So I'm saying, like, come on. Chloe Parkinson is going to be interesting the way that he's going to be used. I think that he's going to be more valuable than not, but I'm not going to put him on this segment. For my faller, I am going to go to the wide receivers. This is not an indictment on the receiver themselves. Okay? This is an indictment on their situation at quarterback.
Keep giving clues.
at a certain point, it's okay to say, "Hey, I've played long enough. Let me just sit back, enjoy some beignets, enjoy some gumbo, and accept that I don't have it no more."
God, I
And
don't want you to say this name.
That's Chris Olave.
Wow, I agree with you. That's the problem.
Who the fuck in Texas is eating beignets, Taco?
Taco, when you said beignet and gumbo, it was immediately New Orleans, bro. Like, I don't know what you're doing up in New York, but you need to get more culture.
What the fuck?
I mean, I knew where he was going.
You said one stop.
I'll be honest, that was a name I was debating. Like,
so
that,
here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. It's not an indictment on Olave.
no.
And I think that in the back of Olave's mind, even though he's not going out public with it in the media, I think that it'll eventually erupt, and we haven't gotten to meet Olave under adversity in the media standpoint yet. He's always the guy that shuts up and kind of shows up to work and does his job. I think that this year, you ever been making pasta and like you put too much water like in the pot and like it kind of like starts boiling over, like you get like even with the lid on, the water still. That's the metaphor that I'm picturing in my head with this situation. There is going to be a press conference this season, mark my motherfucking words, where we're finally going to see that switch flip in Olave, and it's done. And it's I can't deal with this. I can't do this anymore. Like, and it's going to be, the conversation is going to begin of either get rid of me or either I stick this out, you pay me out the fucking ass, and you do your dead level best to get a quarterback, and you better clean up these financial books because we are in debt. We are in the black. So that's my take. Can I get Mike to read the next topic? Someone's knocking at my door, and I feel like I'm about to have to grab my shit.
Hold on.
I mean, I got a question for you while we wait. I guess Jeff can answer it.
Go.
How do you feel about Spencer Rattler after he just went on all that?
So for Rattler, like when you look at Rattler from a scouting standpoint, there are 3 different versions of Spencer Rattler. You have the high school version who's super hyped up. You've got what we saw in Oklahoma, which was the demise of Spencer Rattler. This is sort of like a Bo Nix scenario. And then you've got what we saw in South Carolina, which was a team player, head on straight, accurate, knew how to play the game, and just played the game. So I'm not sure which one of those Spencer Rattlers you're going to get, but I can tell you you're not going to get the best one with Dennis Allen as your head coach.
No.
That's definitely a problem. And Derek Carr is not going to help him a whole lot because Derek Carr has never been that good in the first place.
No.
So as far as Spencer Rattler goes, like I like him being there. I just feel like he's in a situation where there's no way he's going to become successful if the situation remains the same.
And I haven't filmed the episode yet, but I'll go and I'll drop like a little teaser. One of the things I am going to mention is Spencer Rattler as a watch list guy. We all know about that star button. Fucking utilize it. A lot of people don't utilize the watch list. Fucking utilize it. It's there for a reason. It'll save your life. Want to get into the next topic here. Thank you guys for holding it down. Luckily, we didn't have to it was just my sister. YouTube TV will now also offer a fantasy view. Basically, what it does is allows Yahoo and NFL.com users to link their fantasy teams to their YouTube TV accounts, which will provide key plays and a multi-view option personalized to each viewer's fantasy football roster. Thoughts on the new enhancement? And fuck that. Why is Rum Zone better on Sundays, which you guys can catch 1 p.m. Eastern and 10 p.m. Pacific every Sunday? So, Taco.
First and foremost, the reason why you'd rather watch watch Rum Zone instead of this, over that, which is a $700 product that is fucking ridiculously overpriced. I'm gonna tell you the difference is it gives you analytics of what just happened and not what's going to happen, not where the puck is going. They show you where the puck has been. They're not gonna tell you how to navigate what's coming up. They're going to show you what happened. It is a great recap of history. That's all they do. Recap history. What do? We deliver the news. We show you the potential. We talk about the upside. We show you options. So it's completely different. My friends, do you like to win or do you like to spend money for no reason? I think we both know there's a difference here. Spend your money on Red Zone, watch Rum Zone, and we will lock in together and make big monies. Big monies. Dawson Kincaid, when he came up last year, guess what? We were betting him on this show. We had a streak last year where I went from 50 to 1,000. We went up, baby. We was winning. We was in the
Taco. Can I get? Just give me all of my money.
Just give me a little bit of money.
Taco, can I ask you a question about your Taco? Can I ask you a question about your bets real quick? Was that $50 or 50 quarters?
Hey, let's put it like this. We even saw me hit that miracle game where the Jaguars came back on the Chargers. I did that for a quarter. But I had the bet in. Did you have the bet in? I did. I said yes. Let's do it.
Yes, you made us all believe that you bet like.
Wait, no, Mike.
I mean, it's not my fault. You misinterpreted what I said.
Hey, he represented a product damn fucking good. He represented a product damn good. Jeff.
I
was a fucking company man if I ever seen one. That was great.
That's misadvertisement.
We need to clip that.
DirecTV did something similar like 10 years ago. I don't think this is going to work very well. All I think this is going to do is your average fantasy player or your low-end fantasy player, they are now going to be a dick to trade with because they're going to watch one-handed catches of their wide receiver who got 9 points that week and think he's now wide receiver number 5 because he pulled an Odell Beckham. That's all that this is going to do. And if you're watching the NFL to watch your own fantasy team, you're already failing. Like, you've already failed, bro. Like,
we have a product that allows you to do that. We literally do this already.
And I mean, even Sleeper will show you highlights or like highlight reel catches or like Christian McCaffrey got 27 yards on a pass. Like, there are so many products. It doesn't make any sense. Rum Zone actually gives you value. And I think this is going to flame out really bad. I also think this whole Sunday ticket thing is going to be an absolute disaster come 2, 3, 4 years. Like, there's no way Amazon, YouTube, like, this is just going to be bad, right? I foresee all of this being bad, but I just think this is going to become bad for the fantasy community because all of those people who are not like into it and educated are just going to watch highlights of their own players, which is fine, but that means you're not watching anyone else in the league.
You're not really watching football. Yeah,
no, you don't know who to pick up in free agency. You don't know who to trade for. You don't know how to trade, and you're going to think Daniel Jones is great because he's a mobile quarterback. No, he fucking sucks.
No, he fucking sucks. And here's the thing too, what we do and what we do in real time when we're doing Rum Zone, shout out to the homie Scott Hansen. He's giving you guys like that NFL perspective. We're giving you the fantasy perspective. We're cheering for your teams on as much as you're cheering for your teams on. We're equally as invested. You're getting the live reaction aspect. Like, there's just so much. Like, we're placing bets real time, and we're giving you real time data and analytics, and we're mixing that with film analysis straight off the fucking And honestly, no one's really better than us when it comes to that. Like, when we start getting into our gambling content, like, you guys start consuming that. Like, if you're new.
Oh, that's the fun stuff.
We fuck everybody up. Like we turned
Straight walks
Yo,
are crazy.
Nothing like a good slate walk, nothing like a good death parlay. And then when we hit the fucking death parlay, oh my gosh.
Do a little octo,
and then we post the death parlay and they're like, well, you should have fucking put more than oh, I love it. I love it. Mike, your take.
All right, so Taco, I really mean it this time. Don't take this as a diss.
That means
But
it's a diss.
No. It's because I've heard Taco say this. Taco loves Yahoo.
Oh, yes.
Taco loves Yahoo
He's a
football.
company man. Hang on.
No, I'm saying for fantasy platforms,
Absolutely.
Taco likes Yahoo.
I am fading them lately, though. I have problems.
Okay,
I will
that's
come up
fine.
with a video about this.
That's fine, but there's a reason I'm bringing you up just because I know you like to play in Yahoo.
Mm-hmm.
Robbie, you know how many leagues I am in. This new feature helps me in 0 of them.
Yeah, this new feature does not help me.
This feature helps me in literally 0 leagues.
Are you 100% sleeper now?
I'm sleeper in a couple like my work and a family is ESPN.
That's it. And I'm on best ball underdog.
and I have one MFL. I have zero Yahoo, and I don't play in NFL. This feature does literally nothing for me, plus everything else that everyone's saying. So I agree with it. I don't need to say much more because everyone said it. I just need to say that this feature doesn't help me one bit. So why do I care? I don't care. Honestly.
Hold on, Mike. There have been episodes, where of additions, I should say, because Rumzone's not necessarily an episode by episode thing. There have been, broadcasts where maybe you haven't been able to make it, or maybe you've had to leave early, or whatever the case.
Yeah.
But you've also jumped in and you've gotten updates and alerts while you're out and about.
I will get alerts from Rumzone before I get them from goddamn YouTube TV.
And hold on. This is real shit because you guys have seen him in the chat and be like,
I can't hear you, but what the hell's going on?
Exactly. Like I need to know, or hey, I'm turning up the volume really quick. Give me something now. And and then Mike is like, thanks, boom, gone. We're what's better than having an analyst right in your pocket 24 fucking damn near 7? Because that's how much content we put out. Straight up. For me, look, it's a cool feature, it's a cool enhancement. It's what I eventually, where I'm kind of kind of pissed off about is it's where I eventually, wanted us to scale things and be. So okay, cool. You're the $1 billion company. You can let your nuts hang. That does not deter me as a content creator of what we're gonna do and how we're gonna do it, and some of the new enhancements that we're gonna toss into it, and some of the new things that we're gonna toss into it. NFL Rumzone is here to stay. We're not fucking going anywhere, and this product has no ability to be able to replace us. It's just not possible, because we're more interactive and we're more personal with it. Not only that, but we have Rumboyz NFL AM. We have our own independent pregame show that runs before Rumzone, and that pregame show literally gives you all the information that the other pregame shows aren't giving you. We're not filling it with, the heartwarming. We're not wasting airtime to give the heartwarming stories and stuff. We may include a segment, and it's going to be a real quick, and it's going to be something that's pre-recorded that I'm just going to hit a button and it's going to play, and then we're back and they were giving you information. We're about you. We're about the people. At the same time, providing you quality. So that's that. They can have all the cool graphics and the maps that show players running routes and shit. We've been competing against products like this for years, so we're here to stay. Bah. Message across the bow. Take fucking that. just had to. Hey, Taco. Yo, you and I on that one though. We were sitting on that. By the way, Taco's nice show. Taco and I's Tuesday night show. Goal Line Goons. Check it out. Coming. So yeah.
Season's about to get started, boys. It's about to get fun. It's about to get fun. Because we got real data to analyze.
We'll talk.
Yep.
Things are not looking great for the Las Vegas Raiders. Gardner Minshew
it's where Jeff
is
lives.
for now. He lives there.
For the next like
resurrecting that
7
situation.
days.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
you're leaving
resurrecting that
again?
situation.
You're leaving
Yeah,
again?
moving to Phoenix.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
going to Zona, so he's going to be closer to me now.
What?
There's
How
no
is
way.
Phoenix
No,
closer than Las Vegas?
he's
Yeah,
not.
no, I can get to Phoenix. Okay, I never mind.
No, it's freaking south. It's not.
I can get to
closer
Phoenix
you.
quick. I can get to Phoenix quick as fuck from Colorado Springs because I'm Southern Colorado.
Dude,
It's still
no,
not
like
closer.
Vegas is still closer. Phoenix is 4 hours south of Las Vegas, almost 5.
It's 4 hours to Vegas.
Yeah, but what we're saying is you're saying it's not closer.
Colorado Springs is not 4 hours to Vegas. I made that trip before. It takes like 12 hours to get up there.
Basically.
Okay, will you continue with the damn?
Anyways, things are not looking great for. Oh, it's a 4-hour flight. What the fuck am I talking about? Yo.
Arizona, Phoenix is a 55-minute flight for me.
Things are not looking great for Vegas. Minshew's a starter heading into week 1, with Aiden O'Connell being challenged to show leadership to potentially overtake the job, possibly. We're looking at a mid-season window point, all right, where maybe he can step in. Rumtober's where maybe we're looking at. Can Vegas be an above 500 team? And honestly, there's a rumor floating around that Davante Adams is not happy with the situation. I am buying into Adams not being in a Raiders uniform by the trade deadline. So I want to get you guys' thoughts. By the way, that NFL trade deadline is November the 5th. Remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder treason.
That was good.
Thanks. I did it as a monologue back in like high school drama, and I've always remembered it. Yeah.
I bet some of y'all don't know about that V for Vendetta drop. You know what I mean?
To Mike, take us away. All right, no, it's Taco.
No, it's me. He started.
Yes, no, it's Mike.
Yeah, all right. Good job, Mike. Good job.
I'll be back. These fuckers.
All right, I got a little bit of a exercise that I want to play before I give my my actual answer.
All right.
Went W or L? Chargers at the Chargers.
Chargers at the Chargers?
I mean, you know what I meant.
Raiders at the Chargers?
Raiders at the Chargers. Loss.
Raiders win.
No, W. Give me a W.
Give me Raiders.
You think the Raiders win that?
Fucking Harbaugh's first game in the Pierce ain't no joke.
Justin Herbert plans higher fastest.
Pierce ain't no joke.
I'm doing this real quick so I can give my take. Hold your horses. At the Ravens.
Loss.
Ravens.
Home against the Panthers.
Win.
Raiders.
Browns.
Actually, I'm gonna go win on that one.
Okay.
That's a toss-up.
At the Broncos.
I'm gonna go loss there.
Steelers.
That's another toss-up.
Loss,
Probably
but
win.
it'll be close. I'll call it a 3-point game.
At the Rams.
Toss-up
Oh, they're
again.
gonna lose that.
At Kansas City.
Loss.
At Bengals.
Loss.
That's every game until the trade deadline.
So I picked him to win one game, Carolina.
So my point is, I'm not even talking about Davante. I brought up that to the trade deadline because we were talking about Davante. I think after the Bengals, I think they're not going to throw Aiden O'Connell in right before they go against Kansas City and the Bengals back to back. So you either bring him in a little bit earlier, like week 4, week 5, where they have the Broncos or whatever to acclimate himself, or you wait till after that when they play the Dolphins, the Broncos. It gets worse. So either way, sorry, you're screwed, Aiden O'Connell. They're going to be last place in the division. That's my guess.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're up, Jeff.
I disagree.
So I've got Vegas way below 500. I think Vegas is in a shootout for the number one pick in the draft with the Giants right now. Um, I think both Minshew and Adams are actually traded. I think they give Minshew 4 or 5 games, let him see what he can do, and then they flip him to a team that has a hurt quarterback, something like that. I think Adams is going to. I like what Antonio Pierce is doing. Don't get me wrong. I live in this city. I hear everything that's going on. Um, if you're not really aware, let me make you aware. Max Crosby loves the Raiders, but he would also equally love to not be a Raider. That is going to be a problem, and we're going to hear about it about some point this season. This defense is terrible. The cornerbacks are terrible. The linebackers are questionable as hell. If Spillane's your best linebacker, you got a problem. The defensive line outside of Max Crosby, questionable as hell. Like there's just, this team is not a very good team. Antonio Pierce is going to do a good job, but it's going to take for this team to actually become what Antonio Pierce has wanted this team to be. And I think they're going to run into another problem, which is you are the worst team in your division. And the two teams that are close to you, which are the Chargers and the Broncos, are getting better way faster than you are. And that's a problem because that's 6 games a year in your own division that you're going to have an issue with, not including what you got outside. So I've got Vegas gunning for the number 1 spot. Minshew and Adams both traded by the deadline.
Why are we wrong, Taco?
Well, it's gonna be Buck State royalties, so I'm excited. Taco.
I mean, I think what we saw at the end of the season from the Antonio Pierce led Raiders is these boys have heart, they have fire, they have passion, and they're led by an elite defensive player, Max Crosby, who can get to the quarterback and on any given Sunday put them in the game. Now, if Crosby comes down a defensive player of the year role, this team all of a sudden looks completely different if you couple that with Uncle Rico doing what Uncle Rico's supposed to do. Come out there and look like Joe Flacco like last year. Pop, 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 pop. All of a sudden, Devontae Adams smiling. All of a sudden, you throw in some beers. All of a sudden, the Raiders are a viable playoff team. When you look at this initial schedule, they have that game versus the Chargers, which is a big game. Now, the question about Herbert is he's coming out of the walking boot. Now, mobile are you going to be? And how good are your receivers? Max Crosby can have a great game, and all of a sudden now he's wreaking havoc on Herbert, and this game looks completely different. This game versus the Ravens, I think we're all pretty clear. The Ravens are going to win this. We like this Ravens team. Panthers, wash. Like that's they're going to fucking mop them. Like nobody thinks Panthers. That Browns game, this is another game where if Max Crosby can take over, that's a win. Now you're talking about 3-1 going into your first 4 games, and then you roll into a game with the Broncos, where again Max Crosby can dominate and put you at 4-1. Then you have a game versus the Steelers, where guess what? Russell Wilson and Fields ain't that great. So you know what? Max Crosby is gonna have and obviously Minshew has to be serviceable. They have to be able to still run the ball and deliver. But Max Crosby will have a chance to put himself in the defensive player of the year conversation. And I think it's a bit foolish to underestimate a defensive coach like Pierce or a ex-defensive player like Pierce becoming the head coach and figuring a way to empower Crosby to have this kind of Lawrence Taylor type impact on this team. And I mean,
he really is the inspiration behind that team. I mean, let's
yep. So and I believe in the way Pierce like motivated that team. If you look at the way that went, I really truly do think they might turn out better than you guys are saying. When you look at the matchups they have, do we believe in the Browns with Deshaun Watson? The Browns with Joe Flacco are great. What are the Browns with Deshaun Watson? What are the Chargers with Herbert in the boot? What are the Panthers? What are the Broncos?
Hey, Taco, they can get answers to all those questions in our playlist called Fantasy Football Friendly, where So yeah, no, I'm definitely with that. I'm definitely with that. Look,
Taco, would you put your money where your
I-
mouth is and say that the Raiders are going to be a playoff team and bet them?
What are your odds that you're giving me? Because obviously, based on my quarterback situation, I'm saying two things are happening. Max Crosby's playing at an MVP level, and Uncle Rico is performing at a serviceable level. If you get both of those things happening, this team runs to the playoffs because their early schedule is versus teams that are wishy-washy. Do you believe in the Steelers? Do you believe in the Browns? Do you believe in the Broncos? These are all quarterback situations that are just as much turmoil. And Uncle Rico wants a shot to play fucking football on Sunday. My man knows it's a time for him to actually show up, show out, and say, give me a 2-year contract on the team instead of having to keep drafting these rookie QBs that don't
25th
deliver.
part of the
Uncle
schedule.
Rico can deliver.
Per Fantasy Pros, straight the schedule, QB rank 25th hardest.
Well, we're just talking about the first couple games till the deadline. We don't see after the deadline. Because then we see Rams, Chiefs, Bengals, Dolphins, Chiefs.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
Chiefs are before the deadline.
Hold on. Here's what I'm gonna say. It's never too early for us as a channel to begin promoting Rumtober. Like, am I wrong? Like, I mean, am I wrong? Like, it's never too early for Rumtober. Taco knows the story behind Rumtober and how it got started. Mike, you know the story behind that shit got started. I'll have to clue you in, Jeff. It's a fucking classic. It's a classic. It's literally a YouTube fantasy football industry like classic story. But yeah, so it's never too early to start promoting Rumtober. And when I think about Rumtober, I think about not only all major sports being underway, but all the crazy shit that happens in my favorite sport of all, and that's the NFL. By the time Rumtober hits, when we're getting right around that trade deadline, when we have our Halloween episode, start fucking thinking about what you guys are going to be for Halloween for this episode this year. Don't show up not knowing, Mike.
And Jeff, not me. I don't have to get dressed up.
Be something cool. Like, be something cool.
Can I be a taco? Because I'm a taco right now.
Find something to go viral with.
Ooh. I can only do that if I get off work early. So
my Joker costume went viral. I did not expect that to go viral, but I think that's because I tapped into that character way too good. Like I was crazy for like the next 2 days, honestly. Because I did that character on this show, did it at a party, and did it at another party the next day, the whole day through. Like, I was that the whole day from sun up to sundown. I recommend don't do method acting when you're wearing a Halloween costume. If you're not an actor and you tap into some shit that you didn't know you could do, yeah. Anyways, I suspect that by Halloween, by Rumtober, we will be on this show talking a whole lot of shit, getting ready for Davante Adams to go elsewhere. I have a hot take. Jeff, fuck you. He's not going to the Jets.
Thank God, bro. I don't want to spend any more goddamn draft picks. Like, we need a fucking team, bro. Like,
bullshit. If you could get fucking Davante Adams, you know damn well you'd be like, yo, we just got Adams. You go
actually, to be honest, I wouldn't, because I know what we would have to give up.
If you're above 500 and you get Adams,
he'd be upset about it. No, I think he would be upset about it, but he'd be upset about it. But then 2 weeks later, show up wearing a number 17 jersey.
Oh my god!
Don't worry about what happens 2 weeks later. What happens is what happens when it happens.
He's like, motherfucker, we ain't there yet. Look, I say all this to say that I do think that the Raiders end up at the bottom of this thing, with the Chargers being in third. I do think the Broncos take a leap forward. I did not expect this to become a fucking divisional prediction episode. We have to record so many, because next week is a whole prediction episode. Like that episode is literally already written. It's nothing but predictions. So yeah.
I don't care who you are.
Where you from? What you
Thinking about my predictions, baby.
love me.
It's gonna be a good week next week.
Yep, next week is gonna be great. Next week is gonna be great because we can say whatever, do whatever, and like those are our takes, you know. But look, my take for tonight, my bold prediction: Halloween, we have a trade. Adams is up in New Jersey, and Bo Nix goes the fuck off. I think that I don't know. I don't have a team to solidify yet where Adams could go. Maybe we save that for next episode. We predict, trade deadline shit. Well, I mean, next week's a prediction episode, so fuck it, it'll be on there. I got a week to figure it out, I guess. I put that on myself. I should have just shut up and said he was gonna go to the Jets. Fuck my life.
I got a bold one.
Where do you think he's gonna end up?
I'm not saying like he's gonna. It's not. I'm not saying I haven't heard any. It's nothing factual or anything like that. It's a team that's got a great quarterback, downgraded their wide receiver core, and if they're like one or two losses before, could Buffalo sell out?
Yeah, that'd be wild. Yeah, I can see that. I'm just saying
it's gonna be a team that's like that stud away, but it has only one. You're not going to trade for him with, like you said, you're not going to trade for him at or below 500.
Yeah, exactly. That the record is completely going to dictate, the whole situation.
Pittsburgh.
Let's go ahead.
Yeah.
Let Rick. I'm going to answer your text in a minute. I don't know if we're going to get to it on air. We'll see. Actually, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Jeff, can you get Rick to send you that through social media and then do a screen share, please?
I've got it in a text message.
Oh, you're on mobile. Yeah, we can't screen share from mobile. Fuck.
Just put it in the thing in the Twitter, and I'll put it on my thing.
Got it. We are going to get into the last topic for tonight. Taco, because of the production that you're about to be doing, you're not going first.
No, why doesn't he start so he can get it over and then do the production while Jeff is giving it?
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll do it that way. Let's play one in, one out. One of my favorite games this time of year. Yeah.
I'm going in.
We killed this game, honestly. We fucking punished this game. Let's play one in, one out. I want each to take a look at the playoff picture from last year. Give me who's in, who's out from last year, or from last year with look, who's out from last year, who's in for this year is what it is. I'm sorry. This is your season-long dark horse. So once you lock this in, you're not allowed to go back. Like, even though next week is prediction week, this topic is not on next week's show sheet. So you're locking in your dark horse this week. I'm going to do some fucking quick research to see if I want to switch up my take. I know that there's going to be repeating takes on this, but I'm okay with it.
You're up, Taco.
All right, Rob, you should have it in Facebook and Instagram.
You said to be on Facebook and Insta?
Pull up the bracket.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
Okay. I'm going to still get it to Taco for production.
All right, so one in and one out. My one out is going to be the layup of the layups. The Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns are out.
Wow, wasn't expecting to go that early off the fucking prediction board. Okay.
I do not believe in that quarterback right now. The defense is great, but you know what? If you can't score points, you can't win games. So that's who I take for a quarterback. He's already having arm issues. Like, what the fuck? And then one in. That's an interesting question. One in. I would say well, that's an easy one. The Bengals. The Bengals will make the playoffs this year.
Fuck, you took my one in. All right, I got to find a new one.
Of course you went chalk.
I know
Well.
he always fucking
Thank you, Mike.
like,
That made me feel good.
All right, so Iron Sharper's iron, right? Because like whenever he goes chalk, all of my bold takes go viral, and then when they hit, I go even double viral. So like,
Listen,
boosts my career.
You can rationalize all you want, baby. I got him on the record all year, baby. All year.
Let's go. Fuck you. Oh yeah,
that's a solid one.
Be crazy. Best friend following our dreams, bro. Shoot me a link. I'll definitely check it out. I'll definitely check it out. Hell no, hell yeah. Jeff, you're one in, you're one out.
Mine are easy, man. And I mean, I hate taking layups, but when you just put them out in front of me on a buffet, Jets in, Cowboys out.
Jets in, Cowboys out. I'm with that. Yeah, that no, you have to take that. That's easy money. And I like that was actually covered there. Mike.
Let me think. I'm also trying to waste time for someone that was supposed to be doing work right now and left the screen.
I know. I just took over. I literally just took over his job.
Okay, that's fine. So then I will go. My out team and my in team are going to be from the same division. Out, LA Rams. In as a wild card, Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
Okay. I actually like that Kyler take because I've kind of been beating that drum. So you know me, I'm not against it.
But I also, you know me, when it comes to a couple predictions, I got to go a little more dark horsey than just straight up. Yes, I'm bashing.
So for me, my out, I'm gonna piss off one of our coworkers.
No, I think I know where you're going too.
You're
going down south?
Yes, sir. My out is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yep, exactly where I knew you were going.
No, Canales like really, really fucking worries me. Like I actually do believe in Canales just because like I've followed his you know like kind of quarterback philosophies since like back when he was in Seattle. I've just always been a fan. You know, you guys know me. I find minds and I just kind of latch onto them, latch onto their philosophies. He was one of those early on. I was just always like kind of a fucking fan of. And I think that he's going to do it again in Carolina. I don't think he's going to do it to the degree of what he did in Tampa, but I think that will have some influence and have some say so. So that's my one out is Tampa. My one in. God damn, my one in.
You're trying not to be a homer, aren't you?
He's trying so hard not to pick Washington right now.
He's trying not to.
He's trying so hard.
Game. What did y'all think that this was? What did y'all this JD5, baby? Wild card, rookie year. Hey, and guess what? Playoff win, baby. One playoff win. Wild card win. Fuck it. We gonna beat the brakes out of Dallas this year. You hear what I'm saying? Hey, Dallas, I'm gonna let y'all know. We laying the motherfucking smackdown. Everyone in fucking Texas, you hear what I'm saying? Hey, my dad's a Dallas Cowboys fan. Dad, I hope you're fucking watching right now. Yes, you and moms, y'all got it in the back of a Dodge Daihatsu and created a motherfucking legend. But I'm gonna let you know from this legend that came out of your motherfucking balls, nigga. I'm gonna let you know that the Dallas Cowboys ain't shit. All right. Dallas Cowboys ain't shit. It's all about the Commanders. It's Washington. Ayo, that's my granddad's team. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Washington, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hold up.
Well, hey, Jeff, we were having a good show.
It was a show.
Hey, put that in the chat later. But we were having a good show.
Hey, R.I.P. Sean Taylor. May the ghost of Sean T. Go.
just take over Bobby Wagner every motherfucking game and just start clocking motherfuckers. NFL, you think that hip drop tackle rule means shit to somebody that's Bobby Wagner? Guess what? He don't hip drop tackle. He's just gonna be lighting motherfuckers up left and right. Fuck you. Fuck everybody else's team. Washington, baby.
Just
Dale.
remember,
Praise Dale, motherfucker.
we are graded on our takes, and this is held against us all year. That's what we
Held
said.
against me all year. Suck my dick.
We knew he was going to go Washington. Like, we knew that was going to happen.
Who'd you go, Jeff?
I said Jets in, Cowboys out.
Makes sense.
I mean, they were
layup.
easy. Yeah, they were easy layups, man. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't have to go search for a dark horse. You're going to give me two easy ones. I mean,
Who did Mike take?
Mike took Rams out, Arizona in.
Ooh.
Are you putting on the sheet?
I got a team out. Who'd you have as your out, Robbie?
Tampa. Put them. Yeah, just put them all on the sheet.
I got one more out that.
You can't.
Okay, fine. God damn it.
That's literally not the name of the game.
All right, fine. God damn it.
Hit the Zaza, bro.
All right, where is it?
Now, Mike, I liked your in though. I mean, Arizona's man. That's a really interesting team for a lot of reasons, especially now that you got old boy suspended for a couple games. They're gonna have to step up at wide receiver in a couple of different ways. They've got questions across the front seven. What's it gonna look like?
You know that, right?
Let's go ahead. Hold up really quick, because we're almost out of airtime.
What the hell?
We got to fucking take care of our sponsors, all right? We are looking from the second pick. This is a 10-man league.
One keeper.
Who was the keeper?
I don't know.
He'll type it. He's watching us on the big screen. Yo, shout out to Rick for having us on the big screen though.
My guess is who was this keeper?
I would probably guess Jackson Smith and Jigba since he's a Seattle Seahawks fan. He's a homer as fuck.
We're drafting in a couple of days. You got to give away all this man's fucking. All right. So now I know that you're a homer, Rick.
Oh yeah,
Rick is but Rick won't reach. Rick is a homer, but Rick's not gonna reach. Like
I can already tell he's not gonna reach. I can tell he's not gonna reach. Like based off his personality, what I've gotten to know, just through like our group chats and shit.
Is this one QB? If it is, I think Lamar. If it's one QB, I think Lamar's his keeper.
Yeah, it's got to be one QB when you look at the other teams.
I think Lamar's his keeper. Because why would you put Lamar one that high?
Although I'm a little concerned because you've got Walker, DK, and JSN. Like
But we already know that he's a homer, so we have to bake that into. If we already know that, then I'm deducting that from how I'm grading this, because I'm taking the psychology part out of it, and I'm just looking at it, and I mean I get what you're doing. You're looking at it purely analytically. Fuck, that is a big concern. God damn, that's a big concern.
And you got all three of them sitting right there. Like, first of all, it's going to be bad on
nice. I was trying to be nice. Like, I was really, really, really trying to be nice, but I know me. I'm not good at lying.
So, look at your top. Just look at this real quick. Look at your top 4 wide receivers. You have 2 Seahawks and 2 rookies.
Yeah.
I don't like this formula.
You have 2 Seahawks and 2 rookies in Rome, who we all like Rome, but you have Rome and Worthy, and then he's got Komet, Williams, and
and one of my things is just why are we only running? Why is our starting QB not the one with the stack, and why is our second QB with the stack? You're preying on upside
for the 2x to pay off when the 2x was already there for you because of where you possibly could have gotten a Zay Flowers or a Mark Andrews.
Where did Andrews go?
6'2".
Yeah, Andrews went late.
Flowers went right after him at 6'3". For me personally, I would have reached like if I'm going Lamar, waiting, I would have just reached, accomplished a stack right there, get it done the fuck over with, or it would have been the Andrews reach, just get it done and over with so that I don't have to worry about it because there's enough value this year to go around to where you can get away with doing that. If there's any year to literally say fuck ADP and do whatever you want, which looks like that this draft definitely kind of did in many ways, I feel like that you could have gotten what you could have. ADP's made up. It's not real. We're the ones who make it. It's not real. Like there was a lot of scroll the fuck down that happened here.
I think all the keepers are in the first round.
Well, and then the one that I'm really looking at is I wouldn't have taken Goddard there when Bowers went 3 rounds later.
Rick, tell me be real. All right, fine. Let me do my thing. This is a single QB league, okay? To not accomplish a stack with your starting quarterback who has already proven their worth and proven what they can do time after time and time again, it is offensive as fuck to not have him stack with either one of his top pass catchers. With Caleb Williams being the second QB, you are preying on upside. I don't think that it's even safe to be entertaining trade talks right now just because of the volatility of having multiple players from the same team on the same roster. It's just you're investing too much stock into too many offices, which is why I do the fantasy football friendly series, is so that we can break down roster for roster, piece by piece, player by player. So then you can take that whole playlist and then just kind of like dissect, okay, what it is that you want. So there's that. Achan with the injury history, even though I love Achan, I'm high on Achan. I don't like that with Walker and Zamir White as backups. I would want something. Achan is a great 2 if I had already had a Christian McCaffrey, a Bijan, a Breece Hall, someone of the upper echelon to kind of support that for in case shit purposes, then maybe followed by a Kenneth Walker later on. Obviously, that would have never happened. So then Zamir White could have been that other guy, which is perfectly fine because I'm higher on Zamir White than most analysts. Dontayvion Wicks, I'm super fucking high on. I'm super high on. The man is a beast. What Tyler Boyd was in that wide receiver 3 to bye week range, flex player range for a lot of guys, I think that Dontayvion Wicks is that new, like where he's the cream of the crop at that. I could even maybe see him having maybe 2-3. I'll go 4 games this season where he could potentially end wide receiver 1A territory, which is right between that 1 to 2 territory kind of fringe shit. He's that fucking good, really, and he's done a lot of work this offseason to improve. Curtis Samuel, I feel like, should not even be touched because I don't think that he's even the top tier in that wide receiver room. I think that Keon Coleman really is that guy. And when we talked about risers and fallers, it was between Mark Andrews and me talking about Keon Coleman. I love your defensive pick in the Lions. I think that they are going to create a lot of turnovers this year. They're completely different. I love what you did at kicker. It's too convoluted. It's a convoluted roster. You're a trade king, then you need to start working a silver tongue. No Diddy, real quick. You need to be starting to spit game to the league mates like you're at a bar and you're single and you're trying to pick up the hottest chick. Like, it's time to move and groove. Like for you, because this draft is already locked in, move and groove before the season starts. I want you moving and grooving before the season. I'll break up that Chicago stack, keep Caleb. And look, you have Caleb, Komet, and Adunze. Keep Caleb and Adunze. And for your Seattle situation, let's see. For your Seattle situation, it's going to be very difficult for you to move off of JSN because of what his promise can be. But I can guarantee that you might be able to flip that for like a veteran and like Godwin or something. You just got to diversify the portfolio. It's like stocks. It's like stocks. You want to have the best diversified portfolio. Hey, hold on. Hey, yo, I'm drafting against you tomorrow, John, too. Hey, too. Hey, Mink God. Hey, Mink God. Make sure y'all follow Mink God on Twitch. Make sure y'all follow my homie on Twitch. He be out there playing Apex and shit. Hey, yo, drop your gamer tag. Comment your gamer tag, John, too, so motherfuckers can follow you and shit, bro. He's a gamer. He be out there. He be doing this thing. He streams. Yo, you're not beating me. Like, tomorrow we're just drafting. Like, when the season takes place, you're not beating me. Your draft isn't going to be better than mine. Listen, better clothes, better bitches, better pizza, Papa John's, nigga. You hear what I'm saying? All right? Hey, yo, y'all follow him, Mink God too, right there. Like, bro, I'm letting you know that burger, that the burger is going to come fresh off the grill tomorrow. It's going to taste so good because you're like, oh, my God, like, this is great. But then throughout the season, you're going to be like, yo, he just really fed me a loss early on. Like, I'm really doing this to make sure I'm feeding the losers in the competition, you know? So, you know, just saying, just making sure I'm in your head. Like, you have to go to sleep with my voice in your head right now. You should never even join the chat. I want you to go to sleep knowing that at 2 p.m. Mountain Time tomorrow, I am laying down a smackdown. Okay? I am in you like Diddy. You hear me? My drop is. He said, keep that same energy when you take that. He said, I'm in your head and I'm in your head rent free. I'm in your head. I'm in everyone. Like, bro, I'm the commissioner. I run this bitch. Hey, you're. In the words of a great man by the name of Shang Tsung, for all my Mortal Kombat nerds, your soul is mine.
Jeff, my previous statement stands.
Oh, man.
Fucking, we top tier out here.
He has no idea what we're talking about. That's the best part.
Yeah, no, he's got none. He has no idea.
No, I don't. Fuck you both. We'll talk about it post production. Respect, Rick. I'm sorry. And he said also did I? Fuck.
That's what it sounded like. Why do you think I dropped my phone?
You could have yelled. You could have said no Diddy or Paul or something. You just let me go on that tangent.
You literally said like Diddy. I can't say no Diddy when you literally preface it by saying
I was talking about the other part of Diddy, not that part of Diddy. Well, I guess when you say Diddy, you got to say, oh, God.
Cheers to me. Cheers
it's
to
fatality.
You.
It's fatality. Shit. Hey, oh, you're at single for a beer? I'm inside. My girlfriend said I need to behave. So I'm inside tonight. I'll see you tomorrow, though. Yeah. My girlfriend said no. So
I got told the same thing when I wanted to go to a Big Mac the other night.
You're married, it doesn't count. It's not the thing.
But I got shut down for a Big Mac. It's not even a beer, it's a Big Mac. I was like, it's free.
Just take care of your health, bro. Hey, by the way, Taco, shout out to you. Fatherhood's the best hood. Second one.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
a couple
and another week. In that watch.
Yeah.
14 days or less, right?
2 weeks.
Literally the day before the season starts.
Yeah, the day. Yo. If there's no way that you could ask for a better miracle, like I personally want a football baby. Like, yo, that's dope that you're about to have a football baby, bro. Like,
all right, you want to hear it's even more fucked up? So I could have picked the 3rd or the 4th for my child, right? And my birthday already is on the 4th, and my girl's birthday is on the 2nd. So you would be like, yo, give her the 3rd. But I looked at the Sundays for the next 10 years, and I saw that the 4th, there's no Sunday that the 4th will fall on for the next 10 years. Thankfully, due to some leap years. So I said, well, I'll draft free and clear for 10 years. And then when she's 10, you know, it's understandable Daddy has to go draft. Like, okay, baby.
I mean, you can take her to the draft with you and teach her how to draft at that point, you know.
She's gonna know Daddy has to go to the draft, okay?
Or it could be the first day of the season.
It's not bring your daughter to draft day ever.
Ladies and gentlemen,
draft day is my place, okay? Don't you take the one thing I have away from me. I'm a father, man. I've given them everything. I want my draft day. I want to drink a beer. I want to smoke a little.
Literally, my girlfriend was like, I am taking him to a babysitter. She was like, tomorrow. She's like, it is not just your day. She was like, it is both of ours days. I was like, all right, like I dig it. Like draft day is a big fucking deal. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, can I get you gentlemen to point at your name tags really quick?
Oh yeah.
Give everyone a follow on social media at our @signs. Please take a big consideration into Pros with Joes, okay? I'm not here to bring anyone into tears. Mike, you can fucking stop. I'm not here to bring anyone into tears. But back in 2021, I went through a situation that led me to where when I got offered this opportunity to do something with my platform, this was the foundation and the passion that I chose to represent. I have been an analyst for 7 years, and it is an honor and a privilege to be able to utilize my platform to help others with something that I've been through and I know what it's like. Okay. I am Rumboyz Robbie. We are the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Together, we are representing the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. We would all love it if you know someone that has been affected, or if you yourself has been affected, you know, by someone close that, you know, has chosen that decision. Click the link. Link is down below. Donate. If I had some of the resources back then, it could have helped me maybe not even get to that point, you know? Yes, we are going to take the donors and raffle for one of you to choose to manage or to get the opportunity to manage a fantasy football team with me. Like try to like make sure I get this message out and clear. You'll get to co-manage a fantasy football team with me. We're going to compete against, you know, the greats of the greats, NFL Network, ESPN. Like Adam Rank is in this tournament. Marcus Grant's in this tournament. You know, Pat Fitzmaurice from Fantasy Pros in this tournament. So on and so forth. $1 counts. If you donate $1, it counts. You know, one donation, one time, it goes a long way. It can help save lives. That's what it's really about. You can co-manage a team with me, and I'm going to give you a Rumboyz swag bag. You get a Rumboyz shirt. You get the backpack with the Rumboyz logo on it. You get a bottle of rum signed by me. And then and you get it. Oh, you can get a Rumboyz shot glass to go along with it, because we have shot glasses that are dropping this year on our Christmas line because we're bringing back the merch. So yeah, link is down below. That's how I wanted to make sure I ended the show with that important message. You can check out the rest of our sponsors as well, but we need to make sure we convey a message. All right. With that being said, with that being stated, thank you for joining our family. Thank you for becoming a pirate today. Whether if you're new checking us out, thank you for always being a pirate if you are a returning viewer. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. And all the Rumboyz and girls want to do. We love and appreciate all of you. Dilly dilly.